Hello, and welcome to the first installment of Monitoring with CheckMK. My name is Marius Pana, part of the Spearhead Systems team, and in this screencast I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to set up a complete monitoring environment using the CheckMK system. Your first step is to download the CheckMK monitoring system, so go ahead and access the matthiaskettner.de website and access the secure download area. If you do not have a valid subscription, you can download the demo version, which is a fully functional product but limited to a maximum of 10 monitoring hosts. I've already downloaded the innovation version of the CheckMK monitoring system for our CentOS-based system and placed the packages in a temporary folder. On CentOS and Red Hat-based systems, you also need to have the EPEL repository enabled to resolve any dependencies. I've also downloaded the EPEL RPM. Installation, as you can see, is very straightforward. First, you need to install the EPEL RPM, and then using yum local install the CheckMK monitoring system. CheckMK is delivered as an OMD bundle, which is a great way to get a complete monitoring environment set up and running without any hassles. Now that the package is installed, you are ready to set up what is undoubtedly the fastest monitoring setup in history. OMD allows you to have multiple monitoring instances on the same server or even geographically dispersed amongst many servers. Let's create our first monitoring system. After the installation, we have access to a new command named OMD, which you can use to manage the entire solution. To create our first instance, we just need to issue OMD create and the name of our site. In our case, we'll name it test. During the creation process, OMD will set up Apache, RRD cache, the Nagios or microcore, and other services necessary for the proper functioning of our monitoring site. We now have a site named test, which we can start with the OMD start command. OMD also created a local user account for us to manage our site. We can use su minus and the name of the site to work on our site. Minus is important in this command because you want to pull in the necessary environment variables for that user. We are now in the root of our site, where we can see, edit, modify configuration files or logs, or execute anything else that's necessary for our management or administration purposes. Now that we have created a monitoring site, let's log in. We can use the default credentials that OMD defined for us when we created the site. The site is available at the IP or host name of our server, and we just append the name of the site as follows. We can now log in with the default username and password which OMD created for us. In our case, that's OMD admin and OMD for the password. There you have it. This is now a fully functional and completely feature-rich monitoring environment that's just ready to be used. I hope you got a feeling for how quick it is to set up a complete monitoring environment with CheckMK and OMD. In our next installment, I'll show you how quickly you can add a Linux and a Windows host, as well as get into some more advanced topics. Thanks for checking in.